Hey guys, to make sure you keep getting great content from us, definitely hit subscribe and consider leaving us a nice review. It helps us know how we can improve the show and helps us to find a larger audience.
Hello again and welcome to the BitHub Podcast. I'm Thaddeus.
I'm Dan.
And this is episode 11. Today we're going to be talking about the May 9th, 2019 State of Play for PlayStation. We're going to do a recap and just give our thoughts on it. So Dan, how have you been?
Not too bad. A little tired actually because we were up, till like 2 a.m.? 3. We were up till 3 a.m. We were playing a little Far Cry New Dawn, which we have both... It wasn't rage quit, it was like sad quit.
Yeah.
There's a part where a mission needs to pop up.
Yeah.
And we had to just wait for it, so we were screwing around for half hour?
Yeah.
And nothing happened?
Nothing was happening. And even before that, because...
Actually, all throughout Far Cry New Dawn, it says you can play co-op throughout it. Mm-hmm. But we've consistently hit 3 missions so far you cannot complete in co-op.
Yeah.
The first one happens pretty quick. You have to rescue a hostage and ride a motorcycle. How do you do that with 3 people?
Yeah.
So I ended up having to crouch and face Thaddeus, blocking his view while he drove.
And then every once in a while he hit a turn and he just go flying off.
Yeah, so I would have to, you'd have to stop while people were chasing us with guns.
Then there's the airplane one.
The airplane one where I would be left behind and sacrifice I had to kill myself before they got too far. Otherwise we would fail the mission. Yeah. But if you're dead, it's fine.
Yeah. So.
And then this one, it was the drug hypnosis journey. Yeah. Apparently things don't pop when there's more than one of you because only one of you can be Jesus.
Yeah.
Of New Dawn.
We gave up on that and then said, okay, well, Dan was like, I'm further, we'll do mine. And then we got to this part where we can't find anything. So we're just playing and then we casually brought up Monster Hunter World. And I was like, yeah, how much is it going for anyway? And then in the middle of talking, we were both just going on the PlayStation Store to look it up and say, oh, it's not too bad. Then we played a game of chicken. We were trying to
edge each other into buying it. So I'm like, I'll buy it if you buy it. You know, that sort of old thing. And then we both, while we were on headsets and party chat, like, okay, I bought it. Okay, I bought it too. But I'm excited because I made my character. You haven't gotten to yours yet, right?
Not yet, no.
I made my character look somewhat like me. I kind of mixed what I always do with my Dark Souls characters, where he has one eye that's red, and the other eye is white with a scar over it.
Okay.
Actually, because that's from when I was 18, I actually burned one side of my face.
Oh,
so I got all fucked up.
Yeah.
So I always do that on the one side where I burn my face, so it's kind of like, okay.
Was it hot water again?
No, I was, this was back when I was a maintenance mechanic.
Okay.
I was inside of a machine that was I was a lot thinner back then. I was 18, right? Yeah. You know, the 18 skinny Asian.
Yeah. High school Dan. Yeah.
Yeah. I was the only one that fit in this machine because it was about 1.5 feet wide. You had to heat the metal up with a torch before welding it. And we couldn't fit a welding mask in there without it actually touching the metal.
This is the Dark Souls of real life.
Yes. So I was pressed up against the wall, had the torch, I heated it up. Then, with my eyes closed, I welded it. And a spark hit my face, and I actually ended up getting touched by some of the metal. So I did have a burn on the side of my face, right by my eye. Yeah. If I look back at pictures of me when I was 18, there's actually like, whenever someone takes a photo of me, you didn't see it normally. Yeah. But when a photo took a picture of me, it would be like a lot darker on the right side.
Yeah, and just a bit of backstory. We went to high school together, but there's a bit of a gap between 18 to 21 where I think you were...
You were in university, and I went to college about 3 hours away, and I lived out there.
Yeah.
In the booths.
And then we kind of bumped into each other again when we both worked at a mall.
Yeah.
And then years later again, we kind of reconnected after...
Well, we were shit posting to each other on Facebook. Because I knew you liked video games and you had a dark sense of humor. Yeah. But then I asked you, because I was at a fighting tournament, not an actual kumite, but a video game fighting tournament. And I decided to text Thaddeus because I wanted to start a podcast. Originally, I had asked the intern Pally J to start a YouTube channel, a podcast, a freaking Twitch channel with me. He's shown up to those as much as he's shown up to this. I don't know if we'll keep that.
This is podcast lore now.
Yeah. So I ended up actually just texting Thaddeus out of the blue, saying, not even saying, "Hey, what's up?" I said, "Do you want to do a video game podcast?" And he said yes.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, why not?
He hadn't seen me in like what, 2 years?
Yeah.
And then I found out he lived 10 minutes down the road from me, even though I had moved out of the city.
So
that is how BitHut Podcast became to be.
It was kismet.
Yes. But my favorite thing is you can choose your expressions.
Yeah.
There's one that has the Pikachu surprise face. And it showed up in a cutscene when he was supposed to be surprised. It nearly killed me. I had to turn it off because I had to come here to record. But it was amazing. I'm gonna restart the game and just stream the beginning because after the tutorial we're just gonna play co-op again like we always do.
So is it like that you have to do a tutorial before you do
co-op? Yeah, there's a tutorial mission.
But after that you're free to
Yes.
Okay.
And the nice thing about this one, I don't know if it's still the same, but I think you actually have actually no, it is like all the other Monster Hunters, where every weapon is a different fighting style, but you start off with every weapon in your chest. Mm-hmm. Not your physical chest, like a treasure chest in your house. You don't just pull them out of your body.
Yeah.
Like Optimus Prime in the Matrix. Yeah. No, but you can switch between styles. So I already know which style I'm going to be. Basically, you know my play style. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. It is basically a beetle javelin that you do backflips with. I'm pretty sure you'll probably use like the great sword, which is like Cloud's Buster Sword. Yeah. Or there's also this really sick one. It's called a gun lance. Okay. It's a sword with a gun.
That's kind of like Bloodborne.
No, it's very slow.
Okay.
So it's literally like a bayonet that you stab people with, and then you can shoot a shotgun.
No, it's exactly like Bloodborne. There's a rifle spear. Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say the spear. Wait. Yeah. Well, because when I think of Bloodborne, I always think of my weapon, which is the sword cane.
Yeah. Oh,
you knew I was going to say the sword cane.
Of course, yeah.
Not even the saw.
Yeah, like that's what I started with, the
whip.
saw.
The saw whip?
Yeah.
No, the sword cane, man. When that stretches out like that chick from Soul Calibur.
Yeah. Ivy, I think.
Ivy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know me. I like to go play it fast and loose.
Yeah, very much so.
So be excited. We're going to do that on Twitch. Hope you join us. Thaddeus, you're going to be streaming on the BitHut account, right?
Yes.
So on Twitch at BitHut?
Yes, right.
Is that what it's called?
I believe it's either that or BitHut podcast. You should probably, but yeah.
Well, we'll put links.
Yeah, we'll have the links there. So.
And mine is at DanOkay, DanOkay.
Yeah.
Because some asshole's been stealing that name.
Really?
It's spelled Dan with 2 N's. How more specific can you get?
Exactly.
Get out of here.
Yeah, you got a copycat out there.
Well, I mean, apparently now my initials stand for okay as in good.
Yeah. You should just like have a picture of the hand okay.
Oh,
and
no.
See how many people get triggered by that.
Well, they don't know that I'm not white. They might think it means white power. Anyways, we are here for something special.
Yes. So we're here to talk about the second state of play for PlayStation. It came out on May 9th, 2019.
And it was a much better showing than the first one. Yeah. The first one was a nothing burger. It was like very a false start.
Yeah, they didn't know what they're doing.
They tripped at the starting line, basically.
It was the Microsoft Xbox One reveal.
No, it was the giant enemy crab. It was the PS3 reveal. Not as disastrous as the Xbox One.
Yeah.
But bad enough where they're behind the starting line now.
Yeah. It was a misfire for sure.
But this one, much better, a little bit tighter.
Yeah, I mean, the intro, for whatever reason, it took 8 minutes to start.
Yeah, I mean...
Other than
although, do they do that for Nintendo where they're like, oh...
Maybe. I really watched them live.
I've watched them live, and they have it where it's just like music. It's like, stick around. We're going to be showing some great Nintendo products soon.
But, I mean, I didn't watch it live. I caught the video, and the video still had the 8-minute intro for whatever reason.
By the time I watched it, they actually cut that out, so I didn't get to see it.
That's not bad.
So it's 13 minutes, solid 13 minutes.
13 minutes, and it's modeled after the Nintendo Direct.
It's very much a clone.
Yeah. It's like it's like a reskinning, pretty much.
Even the transitions.
Yeah.
the transitions are exactly, except instead of red and white, it's blue.
Yeah, it's like they stole the After Effects file and just like recolored it.
It's one of those situations where, hey, can I copy your homework? Sure, just don't make it look too similar. That meme?
100%. But yeah, it had a good lineup. It started with Monster Hunter World Iceborn. That was probably in our subconscious as to why we even got Monster Hunter World last night. We were kind of...
Now, let's talk about this a little bit, because I actually was very excited when I saw this. I played a little bit of Monster Hunter World when it first came out.
I'm totally...
This is your first Monster Hunter game?
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to have fun. But it looks interesting. They're doing the whole snow.
Yep.
It's sort of like the wild.
Everything has an ice world mod. It seems now.
Ice World DLC.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Like even Horizon Zero Dawn is Frozen.
I was gonna say the Frozen Wilds. Yeah. Oh, the Palico's wearing a little what are those called?
Parka?
A little parka. I made my Palico look like my dog. I gave him the little gray sides. So I'm excited to try him out.
That's awesome. Hopefully he doesn't rate me in the game too.
Yeah, my dog likes to hump Thaddeus. He's got a thing for bald men.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta let the afro grow up, bro.
That's right. I'll put that to the test.
Gotta get those cornrows. Come and look like 2003 Ludacris.
I did that in like grade 3 actually.
Really?
Yeah, I actually tried.
Actually, wait, you came in grade 10 or 11?
High school, grade 11.
Okay.
Yeah.
You didn't have a chance to see me.
You
didn't have a chance to see me with cornrows.
No, I wish I did.
It was one day. No race was happy to see that. I was the ultimate fusion of Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker. You know. I was really into Wu-Tang.
Yeah. Dan is an honorary black man.
I don't know. Everyone says I'm an honorary white person. But I'm also an honorary... I'm just taking all the race cards.
Yeah, pretty much. Even yesterday I had a conversation like, Dan can only watch the movie if it's made in the 90s and has a black cast.
Yeah, and these weren't like the ones that were like, you know, iconic.
Yeah.
Friday.
Yeah,
The Woods.
I got the hookup. Like that is the.
No, Pootie Tang.
Yeah.
I got the hookup. Yeah.
That's way off.
I got the hookup with Master P.
That one I saw like by accident.
And
pretty
what's
much.
his name? The guy who plays Ezel in Friday.
No, I can't remember his name. All right. So yeah, any other thoughts on Monster Hunter World Iceborn?
I'm actually interested to see what new fighting styles and weapons they put out. Because that's always the fun part.
Yeah.
I mean, they have a battle trumpet. You have a giant horn that you use like a club. And then you play sweet jazz to buff you up. It's like a way cooler version of a bard. It sounds stupid.
Yeah.
But it's awesome.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's something to look forward to. As it is for me, I already have enough. There'll be a whole lot of just excitement for me or wonderment just getting into it to begin with because I'm totally green to this.
Yes, and I think the next one, you are a lot more hyped up.
Witcher?
The next thing that came out, which was it MediEvil?
No, okay, well, we're getting a bit ahead of ourselves. So,
okay.
Yeah, so the next one that came after this was Riverbond, which is a voxel-style hack-and-slash game.
Oh,
so
the 3D Dot Heroes.
Yeah, 3D Dot Heroes style game.
Yeah, 3D Dot Heroes, but multiplayer.
Yeah, if it's on sale or something, I definitely get it.
Though I know that what they're trying to do because they're like, hey there, kids. Yeah. We got all your favorites. Shovel Knight.
Yeah.
Enter the Gungeon.
Yeah.
You like that, don't you?
Well, they got me with Rasputin from Psychonauts.
I knew. I freaking knew it. You freaking got sold. You got marketed too.
That's it. Yeah, they spoke to me.
That's like when Shreddy's had those Ninja Turtle rings.
Yeah. And like even Monster Hunter World going back, there's pixelated Mega Man in there, right?
Yeah, you can turn your cat sidekick into Mega Man.
Yeah.
You can also turn it yourself into Ryu or Dante.
There you go.
You can do the Hadouken.
So these guys know how to market to us.
Well, they're Capcom, right?
Yeah,
they're gonna
they milk everything.
They're gonna leverage. Well, see, they're turning Monster Hunter World into the MCU of Capcom.
Yeah, I can see that. But yeah, Riverbond. It's not much to say about it other than that.
It's a isometric, pixelated, top-down Zelda-like.
Yeah, and I mean, it looks fun. It says couch co-op. I don't know if it said online co-op.
Oh my god! See, here's the thing that kills me. Why? If you're gonna give us something, please not everyone is 15. Some of us have jobs.
Yeah.
Some of us can't see our friends. I mean, because me and you, we live pretty close, but our other friends,
they're all over.
They live in the city over, which is about 30 minutes away, 40 minutes away. I will not, especially Swords of Ditto, the worst offender.
Yeah, we didn't discuss this, but while we were waiting for Monster Hunter World then last night, we played a bit more Swords of Ditto.
And we had to use PlayStation's bullshit share play. It works fine, but it times you out after an hour.
Yeah.
These games are not worth doing that.
No.
It's not worth going to someone's house.
No.
Like I told Thaddeus, if I came over and he said, hey, I got this great game called Swords of Ditto, let's play it, we would not be friends. The podcast would be over.
No, I wish I had done this in retrospect.
I know. Before you got in too deep.
Yeah.
Before we bought the equipment.
Yeah, and I think the return date is about to pass, so I'm stuck with it.
Oh yeah. Plus, I've been secretly spitting on all the equipment.
Yeah.
And scratching it up with my keys.
Territory. You piss on it whenever I walk away.
Well, not pee, it's spray. It's different.
That's right. So yeah, again, we'll see. Riverbond, I might get it if it's on a sale for like $10 or something.
No, come on.
You
know what? Buy it. I will do that share thing where I can watch you play.
But share play. You can still play. You don't have to buy it. You foolishly bought Swords of Ditto, but you technically could.
No, you bought Swords of Ditto a year ago.
Yeah.
I didn't remember that.
Oh, right.
And I bought Swords of Ditto and I told you, hey, I bought it. You didn't warn me.
Yeah. But
I also didn't ask.
Yeah.
I just remember you talking about it. I'm like, I guess I'll buy it.
So yeah, technically we could do that if that's what it's like.
Yeah, but it's just most games that are not online multiplayer. Come on.
Yeah, just do it. It's 2019, guys.
We need more Way Out.
We're desperately seeking that. That was one of the best co-op experiences I've had in a game.
Just screwing around, playing checkers. Okay, well we'll put that later.
Well, we discussed that in episode 1.
Yeah.
We went in depth in our experience of that.
I think that was actually one of the most fun co-ops.
Yeah, so go back and listen to that episode and see how it all started.
Yeah, the downfall.
Yeah. So after that, there was Away, the survival series.
Was that before?
No, it was after Riverbond.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for whatever reason, this list is bottom of the top.
Up.
Yeah.
So at first glance, I was really kind of hyped for Away.
Yeah.
So there was a game out of Sony Japan that was called Tokyo Jungle. And you would actually play as different animals and survive in a post-apocalyptic Tokyo. And there was no humans, there was poison gas. It was a survival simulator. And the first animal you started out as was a Pomeranian. So you were a Pomeranian running around, biting cheetahs, chasing mice. It was great. Yeah. This game, I thought it was going to be like that. But as I watched it more and more, you're not changing animals.
No,
you're not actually leveling up. It looks more like a survival horror, but as an animal.
It's an interesting concept to me. Like I'm excited for, or I'm interested in it at least.
Yeah, although I do have one problem with the trailer. I can't actually tell. You're basically playing as a flying squirrel.
Yeah.
Which looks kind of cool.
I think it's supposed to be a nondescript mammal.
Well, they show him gliding, right?
Yeah.
So some sort of gliding mammal.
Yeah.
Maybe flying squirrel.
Yeah.
But I can't actually tell how big he is. He's riding on the back of a deer, and he looks pretty big.
Yeah.
He's flying up to an eagle, and he looks like he could be a meal for the eagle. But then he's fighting a spider that's bigger than him, and a scorpion that's the same size. I mean, what size is this thing?
Well, does it say what time it is? Like, I mean, it might be like I feel like it's an alternate reality. Like, it's not necessarily...
Unless the spider and the scorpion are gigantic.
I'm assuming that's what they're going for.
Because, really...
I feel like if you're developing the game and you have that, if it's going to be smaller than you, and there's supposed to be these threats, it's going to be hard to sell.
And I know you shitty people in the comments, oh, Dan, you ain't heard about... I watch Bug Wars, man. I know about the wolf spider. I know about the camel spider. I know all those big-ass motherfuckers. All right? So I know that there's big spiders out there. I'm just saying, there's not a giant scorpion. There's a scorpion, not that big. He's not as big as a squirrel. Yeah. So that was a kind of giving me brain melts.
Yeah. Well, the nature documentary thing is actually an interesting angle. I kind of like the idea that it seems like a lot of games are hard to get into for me because they just have too much narrative. Like even I was playing Dragon's Dogma on Switch, and it just feels like every few steps you take, it interrupts the gameplay to showcase the cutscenes and all that. And they always just break the pace and slow things down for me. This because it's in the nature world, and I'm assuming your animals, you don't talk. You're not going to have much of that. It's just going to be all just to go at it. It's almost like a Dark Souls approach.
Why, you don't want your squirrel to be voiced by Louis C.K.?
Or replaced by Patton Oswalt, apparently.
And then the spider is going to be Kevin Hart. If you're not sure what we're talking about, we're referencing Secret Life of Pets.
Yeah.
Oh damn. Well, honestly, I'm still kind of curious. Mm-hmm. I'm intrigued. It's like seeing a clown on a corner.
Yeah.
I'm fearful yet intrigued.
That's where I'm with it. Like I think I'll be keeping an eye on it. And yeah, I'm not fully sold on it, but I'll definitely.
I'm more sold on it than Riverbound.
Okay.
Or Riverbond.
Riverbond, yeah, fair enough.
But we'll have to save our final judgments till we get a little bit closer.
Yeah, I just realized this list is a little out of order. I think Predator was before that, but
I told you Predator was before that.
Yeah, Predator.
But Predator was like 10-second straight cut of what it could be.
It's a teaser.
No gameplay. They didn't show you like pseudo gameplay.
Yeah.
They showed you a guy in the forest.
Yeah. So what Predator is though, it's one of those asymmetric multiplayer games.
Think Evolve.
Yeah.
You know.
Or the Friday the 13th game.
Oh, Dead by Daylight.
No, there was a Friday the 13th game too. There's Dead by Daylight and there's Friday the 13th, but yeah.
So one of you will clearly play as the Predator, where you have superior hunting skills. I imagine you can jump on trees.
Yeah, and I can imagine the stealth would be fun.
Yes, and then the other, I don't know if they explained how many members there are.
I don't think that it didn't go into any depth. It was totally teaser.
They would be soldiers. I wonder if they're gonna actually look like the soldiers from the first movie. I doubt it.
I think it won't be, no.
But they'll probably make the character style the job.
Yeah.
And apparently the heavy gunner will just be black.
Well, it might take from a bunch. Like, I'd love to play as
Danny Glover. Danny Glover running through the city.
Yeah. Let's go, motherfuckers!
Aw, I like that one.
I know, I liked it too. I actually enjoyed it. I like the concept.
Although, like I said, I was like dumbfounded at the end of that movie, where they gave him the old ass pistol.
Yeah,
I was like, this guy got chased by a monster. But this one looks interesting. Mm-hmm. I wonder if you could be the Asian guy with the katana.
We'll see. I mean, it might
from
take
Predators.
It might take from all the movies. Just ignore the AVP.
Although, you know what? If they made Arnold Schwarzenegger's skin a DLC, I'd probably buy it.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, I love Artie. Yeah, I mean, asymmetric multiplayer games aren't necessarily my jam. I kind of feel like it should even be a free to play.
Well, multiplayer games.
Yeah, I'm not a multiplayer gamer
jam.
overall. Yeah, I prefer co-op games over games where you're just kind of killing each other and there's no real objective.
I like those games.
Yeah.
But yeah, we do a lot of co-op.
Yeah.
But yeah, free to play like Apex Legends.
Yeah, exactly. Like if it does that model, then I mean, I'd give it a shot. Like I'm not.
Yeah.
I know I'm not paying for it at all.
Or if it was released like Rocket League, where initially it's on PS Plus.
Yeah.
That way you get a huge install base, because everyone will want to be the Predator except for one guy who's really good at being the soldier.
Yeah.
That's about it. I'll always want to be the Predator.
Same here. That's the only thing I find appealing.
You know, like if I'm the soldier, you're gonna have to give me some pretty good perks.
Yeah.
To be a soldier. Like I have to be able to cover myself in mud like Arnold Schwarzenegger did, and pop out of the ground and set the forest on fire. From what we've seen so far, it's not enough to know.
No.
The Predator has to be able to climb on trees and jump from the tree.
Yeah.
You need that. You need to have caches of weapons everywhere.
Yeah. Honestly surprised that they're even announcing something that seems to be so early in development at this
They
stage.
didn't have gameplay.
Yeah. And is this going to be a PS4, telling me? I mean, assuming it's going to be a PS5 thing or one of the early...
Crossovers?
Yeah.
Cross-gens?
Yeah. So I think after that, it was MediEvil.
It was,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah, so there's a remake of the classic PS1 game MediEvil. And
this was actually one of your top...
Yeah, well, I mean...
exciting game.
Yeah, this is probably my Mega Man 11 of the year. The game that's not quite AAA, maybe AA, that I'm more hyped for than anything else coming out. It's a remake of the PS1 game where you play an undead knight, Dan Fortesque, Dan was pretty shocked. That was my #1 for the Easter.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty shocked about it. I'm still in awe, but you know what? I like weird games too.
Yeah, so
I like games that, I like Mega Man Legends.
Yeah, I like weird shit in general. And with MediEvil, it's from the ground up rebuild. It's not like a HD. They couldn't just read it in HD. And I'm also happy to see that it's not just an up-res version of, because they've already remade it. There's a PSP version called Resurrected. That was more of a reboot than a remake because it did things differently.
It was a reimagining.
Yeah, they did things like Dan has a little genie in his head that talks to him, which is the most annoying trope in things.
Oh, like, they gave him the Mega Man.
Yeah, or Mega Mini, that shitty Mega Man cartoon. Like, that's the most annoying trope. I don't know if people ever add that to the little creature that lives in your head and like gives you advice.
Yeah, learn from Vampire Hunter D. Make it the hand.
Yeah.
Like Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah. So it looks very faithful to the original while having beautiful modern day graphics. So that's a day one purchase for me. There hasn't been an announcement of a physical release, but I'll be getting it right away. What about you? What do you think about it, Dan?
Honestly, I was actually pretty happy when I saw the gameplay.
Yeah.
The biggest thing with Crash Bandicoot, I don't know why. The Crash Bandicoot remake, it looks like the character is still too close to the screen.
Yeah.
Whereas in MediEvil, you actually have some space. You see the whole character.
No, it was always like that, though.
I know, but I was worried that they were going to try and do that over the shoulder.
Yeah, well, I think that's what Resurrection did. Resurrection had more of an over the shoulder.
Over the shoulder third person action. Well, it's Sony, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you got to warn that over the shoulder third person action game.
Yeah, pretty much. It's part of their mandate.
But this one looked a little bit more faithful, and I know that you said that the original had a little bit of a loose control.
Yeah, like the platforming was really slippery.
Yeah, I'm hoping for tight controls.
Yeah.
You know, I want you to stick the landing. I want to. It doesn't need to be pixel perfect.
Yeah.
But it needs to be forgiving, because this is going to be a nostalgia trip.
Oh, 100%.
Crash Bandicoot was too hard for people who were able to play the old game, and too hard for people who never played the game.
Yeah.
This one needs to be that in between, that interstitial where it's difficult because it's an old style game, but difficult at the right parts, not at the stupid parts.
Yeah.
Not jumping across the bridge.
Yeah. Well, I don't remember ever being super difficult, in all honesty. Like, I remember I got through it. The original was a perfect challenge for its time.
For its time, though. That's a very different time.
Yeah.
We were used to playing 3D games without an analog stick.
Yeah, and 3D games that they didn't really know what they're doing, so the cameras would be shit.
Where to shoot, you would click the right trigger. Or the
no,
right,
it was square back in those days.
No, I mean to go to first person mode.
Yeah,
to aim.
Yeah.
Right analog to aim.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Or even worse, was left analog to aim.
Yeah.
And right analog would somehow make your mini-map bigger.
Yeah.
Remember those stupid controls?
Yeah, the controllers were bananas back then.
But yeah, hopefully this one controls as good as it looked.
Yeah.
Probably won't be a day one purchase for me. I'm not as attached to Sir Dan Fortesque.
No, I mean, MediEvil is near and dear to my heart. It has all the ingredients that I love, like a nice hack and slash gameplay and spooky Tim Burton-esque visuals, nice gothic music.
I'll wait till the Pandemonium remaster.
Oh my god, I actually get that.
I actually liked Pandemonium.
Yeah, my little sister loved the hell out of that one.
Although I hated the Jester.
Yeah, I never played it. I played him once. I was like, okay, it might be good. And then I died like 2 minutes into the stage, like fuck this, and I used Nikki the entire time.
Yeah, Nikki was pro choice.
Yeah, did you ever play part 2 where they made her sexy?
No.
Yeah, there's a part 2 where
there's a second Pandemonium.
Oh yeah, there's a part 2 where they Laura Crofted her up, like
they gave her like stockings.
Her tits grew like 3 sizes and red ponytail and like tights and all that. Yeah.
You know, I got to go on eBay and find that.
Yeah.
That Tobal #1.
Yes.
I also still have to introduce you to the majesty of Evil Zone.
So,
this
is not.
We'll talk about that another time. It's a really bad 3D fighter in the early days.
Yeah, you're the king of those.
My PS1 garbage 3D fighters, I am the king of them.
Yeah.
I had all of them, man. But anyways. Ooh, she did get hot.
Yeah.
Why does he look insane?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, they kind of like made him look like a 90s.
He looks he looks like a lawyer that's on coke. Look at him.
Yeah, he looks like he'd be in like a corn video. But yeah, so
for MediEvil, so your day one purchase.
Day one purchase right away. Collector's edition. If there's a collector's edition, I'll be getting that. Yeah, but the day one physical collector's whatever.
Did Crash Bandicoot have a collector's edition?
No, I think it was just physical. No.
What about Spyro?
Spyro, no either. Yeah.
I think you're out of luck.
But no, because the thing is, they advertised the digital deluxe edition, which had all these features. So if there's a digital deluxe, I'm assuming there might be some kind of premium physical version.
A soundtrack?
Yeah. So,
it'd be cool if it came with an art book, actually.
I'd love that. So yeah, we'll see. And then finally, it ended off with a small trailer for the Final Fantasy VII Remake that's been just in development hell for this entire generation.
Honestly, the first time when they said, episodic, that had a whole lot of questions.
Are they still doing that though? I feel like they kind of threw that out. Yeah.
Honestly, I think they're gonna do. It's not gonna be episodic. I think that was just a mistranslation.
Yeah.
They're gonna definitely do it in parts though.
Yeah.
They're gonna say like, it's part 1, part 2, part 3.
Mm-hmm.
Because they can't have you do an RPG episodic.
No, that's insane.
What was that one game that did it?
I don't even know.
It was like a Sega Genesis game.
Oh, Ys? Because Ys had books 1 and 2.
Yeah, no, I can't remember. I don't even think it was for Shining in the Darkness.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Shining in the Darkness was had 3 parts. There's the guy part, the girl part, and then the villain part.
And these are separate games you had to get?
Shining in the Darkness, yes.
Oh, Jesus.
They never. I don't think they came to Canada. Maybe they did.
Yeah.
But anyways, that is neither here nor there. Yeah. Honestly, I think they are going to just release in 3 big chunks or 4 big chunks maybe. It was 3 discs, right?
Yeah.
So you figure, okay, disc 1, spoiler alert, coming up, Cloud gets to the canyon, was where the first one ends up. The second one, you get to where just after Cloud gets his memory back. And then third one is like where you find Mimic and you beat all the weapons, all the weapon X's, and you get your Knights of the Round. Yeah, so honestly, that's how I think they're going to break. You go back and you do some more chocobo races. Yeah. At that golden saucer. You raise your chocobos, you go from blue to green to black to white.
That was a crazy time waste.
You do some snowboarding, you do some excavation.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, like I'm interested. It's amazing visuals for sure. Like
it looks amazing, but you know what the problem is.
Yeah.
It looks like they changed the whole battle system.
Yeah,
I know
it's no longer turn-based for sure.
It's no longer turn-based. It's not even active time-based. It's a little bit of a cross between Final Fantasy 15's MMO light combat and the combat. I don't know if they do that in Kingdom Hearts, but they definitely did it in Rogue Galaxy, where you're controlling one character, you're doing their special moves, and then you can switch between the characters.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like an RPG, but not.
I'd hope they would do what they did in Ys 8.
I downloaded it. I never played it.
Okay. It's standard hack and slash, but you can, on the hit of a button, swap your character out. And
that's what Rogue Galaxy did.
Okay, I don't mind that. As long as it feels like you're in control, because Final Fantasy 15, when I played, it felt like the game was playing itself for me, especially the driving. The driving was a joke. But the combat, it always felt like I was doing way more than I was putting into it.
I just felt like I was just flying. I was like, I'll just throw my sword and teleport here.
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
I'll go up onto this cliffside and watch all my friends get beat up a little bit while I heal. And then I'll throw my sword back down. It was very cool visually. It would have been great as a movie.
Yeah.
But as an actual game, it left me wanting actual fighting.
Yeah. I played maybe a chapter or 2, and I felt like I was waiting for the game to start.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, Final Fantasy VII, I hope they would learn from their mistakes. I don't think 15 was received that well.
It did, though. But it did. It's because remember, they made 15. They made Pocket Edition.
Okay.
They did that little guy's VR photo shoot thing.
I didn't even know what that one.
Remember he has like the VR headset to take photos with. They did the fishing adventure.
Yeah.
They sold these J-pop looking characters. I'm surprised they didn't come out with a cooking simulator for that one day.
Yeah, it's great to see that it's bringing the visual, because the game had even on PS1 it had an amazing visual style. So now see it with what they can do with PS4's graphic potential. That'll be fun. But at the end of the trailer, they said more to come in June. So we'll be hearing about it, I'm assuming, during E3. But I'll keep an open mind to it. Dan seems less convinced.
Well, even back in the day, I wasn't as much of a fan of Final Fantasy VII.
Okay.
I know it's kind of the cool thing to shit on it now.
Yeah.
But back in the day, it was I liked it because of the snowboarding.
Yeah.
And I thought the cross-dressing part was actually hilarious.
Yeah.
But the story killed me when he lost his memory, and I was like, what? Spoilers coming out. You're paying a village to pretend it's a dead village?
Yeah, that was odd.
And they just all live their lives knowing this?
And I think we talked about it before. RPGs always have wacky story.
It makes no sense.
Like when you have a story that takes place over 100 hours, you're gonna have wacky shit in there.
And the girl, Tifa.
Yeah.
It's Tifa, right?
Yeah, Tifa, yeah.
She's like, oh yeah, you dress exactly like my dead boyfriend. I will not mention it to you. Even though I knew you weren't the guy with your fake ass memories.
That's so stupid, yeah.
I was there. You got ran through like a bitch. You know?
Yeah.
So, like, she knew everything.
Yeah, it's that. You know, there's a lot of suspension of disbelief, to say the least.
Like, the least unbelievable thing is the cat with the stuffed animal.
Yeah.
That's more believable than Cloud's story.
We'll see. Like as it is, like with Final Fantasy, my relationship with it is, yeah, I played it, and I had a friend who was like really hardcore into it. So it was like, as more I'd watch him play than play it myself. And I got it again on Switch to reacquaint myself with it, especially since Cloud is my main on Smash. I kind of feel like I should get a bit more acquainted with him and everything. So
we're competing with our RPGs then, are we?
Yeah, yeah. I'm Cloud, you're Joker. But yeah, overall, I mean, I'll come with it with an open mind. Put it that way.
Yeah, I pre-ordered the original. I actually had the Prima guide and the T-shirt with Cloud on it.
Oh yeah.
I wonder if they'll, because I know they're gonna do a pre-order.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's definitely.
They'll pre-order like the first disc, and then you'll get the two other ones with a digital code for sure.
Yeah.
You know the deluxe edition for $150. If they have a 6 statue of Cloud on the motorcycle, I'll buy it.
Day one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you'll have to pre-order that.
Yeah.
one.
So yeah, you have to. So.
You know.
All right.
I think that would probably be the only thing, or a fairly good-sized replica of the Buster Sword.
Yes. Or a letter opener like Sekiro.
No, it's not enough. That'd be a fucking knife to butter your toast.
Yeah, it's really.
With how thick it is.
Yeah.
Oh, or if we have a statue, Sephiroth stabbing Ares through the fucking chest, I would buy that statue because that got a lot of salt. I was more.
Oh, there was one before.
No.
A statue of it? Okay.
No, that scene.
Oh, the scene itself, okay.
I was more annoyed that like you couldn't revive her.
Yeah, that's the thing with video games. Yeah, it's,
the logic.
Yeah,
but now they've seen. See, they learned from that. Now they put KO, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Because before you died.
Yeah,
and they brought you back from death. Now they put KO.
Yeah.
But that brought a lot of salt, and I was like, okay, it's stupid, but sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, again, game logic.
Yeah.
We'll see. I mean, so Square Enix, if you're listening, get on that so you can get your biggest skeptic to buy Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Yeah, bring out the Cloud on a motorcycle.
Yeah.
With a butter knife.
Yeah.
The removable butter knife.
Sold. You can sell it top dollar, and Dan will be buying it.
Actually, no, I've seen Square Enix's freaking special edition. Yeah. Didn't they have one for like $1,500?
Well, oh shit, that's pretty low. I mean, there's the Octopath Traveler Wayfarer edition, which is like a book that has little dioramas of the stages or something in it. So that's like over $200, and it's like, in moments of insanity, I was on Amazon, and I was like a click away from buying it, but I was like,
yeah, but I mean, I'm talking about like the Just Cause.
Oh, Just Cause, fuck.
Well, no, their deluxe editions had like insane shit. Yeah. Didn't they have a thing where you could buy an island as a?
I didn't even hear. Like I didn't even realize that. Like I only got Just Cause on like PS free, like the PS Plus free.
Oh, I bought it because I liked Just Cause 2.
Yeah.
Just Cause 2 was fun. I think I platinumed that.
Yeah, I think 2 was on PS3 and Xbox.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was actually a lot more fun.
Yeah, especially with all the glitches.
Well, and it was a lot faster. For some reason, the new ones feel so slow.
Really? Yeah.
Well, you feel a lot more sluggish.
Yeah.
And also, just going on a building doesn't work as well anymore.
Oh, really? Well, those are our thoughts on the state of play for May 9th, 2019. Any closing thoughts on it or anything?
You know what? For a lot of the games, we're gonna have to wait and find out. Mm-hmm. But definitely, we're gonna post on Instagram and we're gonna go live for Twitch. So stay tuned for that. Again, all the information will be on our bio on the store website or on our Instagram page. Just Google BitHUD. We took over that Google SEO. Get fucked, GitHub. I said I wasn't gonna swear as much. Go fuck yourself, GitHub, with your 8-bit HUD. We were here now. I SEO'd the fuck out of you. I'm gonna clip, and it's gonna get fucked up. Have fun editing that part. You shouldn't have asked. I'm gonna go up close to the fucking mic and
That's
fuck with it.
That's hilarious.
It all just gets cut. It just ends. Any thoughts, Tim? If you have any crazy gaming topics or stories you want us to talk about, or just want to contact us, go ahead and send us an email to bithudgames@gmail.com or slide into our DMs on our Instagram. You can find us at BitHUD Podcast. All the links are on our show page or in the description.